You know, it doesn't seem to be too many things in life that you pick up that you end up being happy with after you buy them. But this right here is something I'm very happy with. We have a camper, and this camper came with this set in here. This is basically just a love seat that pulls out. It's okay. It was kind of comfortable. It was terrible to try to sleep on. I mean, it didn't serve a huge purpose for us. So what we did is put it back here in the back, where they put in this little dinette set there, which you barely could fit in. I mean, you had to squeeze hard. It's really just for kids, is what it was set up for. So we pulled that out, put that in our granddaughter's room, and she's having a blast with that. And this just happened to be the exact same size. So we fit it back in here, which gives us extra sleeping space back here in the bunk room now. This pulls down, and you can get a person on this as well. And then, of course, we got an extra mat that we just slap on top of it, too, to make it a little more comfortable. But as far as the love seats, these are power recliners we got from Recpro. And I couldn't be happier. I mean, it was a pretty good purchase. These are around $1,500 when I bought them, and now they're over $1,600. But they're just awesome. They fit right in the spot. Let me see if I can get a measurement on this one. Okay. So these measured out 66 inches exactly. This was actually a 67 inch, but they take in consideration the puffiness on the sides. So if you have a space that's right around 66 inches, these dual recliners, power recliners, will fit right in there. And we've had these for over a year now. Actually, we're in the middle of our second year, and we just haven't camped much. Haven't done much with it at all, so they've held up really nice. But I'll give you a little demonstration of how this thing works and some of the things that comes with it. This came in 3 separate pieces. I installed this myself. I brought these pieces in individually, and they just slide into each other. This has got a nice little storage compartment in here. It's really deep. You can get a lot of stuff in there. Put your remotes in there, trinkets, whatever. Then it's got the larger size drink trays. You can get your bigger coffee cups in it. Then it's got the normal size ones here. And on these, you have a phone charger, which is kind of nice. You have at nighttime, which looks really neat. Yeah, we have the blue lights outside, and you can turn these on too if you want to. And it just lights up really nice. We really don't use them that much, to be honest with you, though. And then, this is the fun part. Super quiet, smooth. And this doesn't just recline. This goes all the way down. I mean, you can see my big belly. I'm laying so flat here. And that's a pretty awesome feature. So you can actually sleep in these. And they move pretty quick. They go up and down fairly fast. Probably the only complaint I have about it is these little internal cups they put in these things. They just, for some reason, crack. And we really haven't put much of anything in this. You know, we've had a few drinks in it. But that's probably the only cheap thing that's on these. Now, this company, sells these out of the United States. But, if you look on the tags underneath the chairs, you'll see that it is put together in China, like everything else. But it's pretty good quality. And we went with the leather ones, and this one is called Putty. You see the color is slightly different than what it looks like in the actual pictures. That's one thing we wasn't crazy about, because we really wanted to match more of the woodwork and the colors we had in here. And this was just a little off. This was almost like a greenish. I don't know if you can pick that up in this. It's more of a greenish gray, which is a pretty color, but it doesn't, perfectly match with our gray that we already have. But we're looking to actually take this dinette out, because this is another piece that's kind of useless. It's hard to scoot in there and get around this thing. It becomes more of a problem than it is helpful. So we're going to put a regular table and chairs in there, in that space. But this right here we have been 100% happy with. Recpro is a good company. There's people you can call them and talk to them, and they are super nice. I mean, it's some of the nicest people that I've talked to that sells things, you know. And they seem to be patient, and they'll put up with you, and you can ask them questions. You know, I'm sure they deal with RVers all the time. And they can help you out. If you're not exactly sure if something's going to fit right, they'll tell you the exact measurements of it. And they can talk to you about the build quality of these and how they go together and things of that sort. They have different sizes. And they got many different types to choose from too. And they don't just have, they have bedding. We bought a couple mattresses from them too for the back bunks, which is really nice. Happy to have dealt with this company, Recpro. I'll show you some of the specs off the computer. You have to forgive the screen. You'll get the lines when you point the camera at the screen. It gives you the lines, but you can get an idea of what I paid for it and some of the specs that comes with this. So very happy with the chairs. What kind of camper I put this in? This is a Heartland Trail Runner. It's the 30 RBK, 35.5 footer travel trailer. And 66 inches will fit right in there perfectly in that spot where the love seat is. So here's the website. It's Recpro, www.recpro.com. I created an account, went on here, talked to them about a couple things, and ended up purchasing these Recpro Charles 67-inch powered double RV wall hugger. The actual sides of this, from side to side, not counting the cushions, is 67 inches, or 66 inches, I'm sorry. It's 67 inches if you count the puffy, which just squeezes right in there. I mean, it doesn't cause any harm. It just slides right in that 66-inch space. It just fits nice and snug. And we've had them for almost 2 years now, and we've had absolutely no issues whatsoever. No tears, anything of that sort. Yeah, it depends on what who you got sitting on it, and what kind of care you keep, I'm sure, but they're built really well. The current price is $1,649. I paid, I think, $1,515 for them when I bought them. They're going up in price, but they do, they got options here for those that need it for monthly payments. You can go through Firm, other sorts to pay for these. Super nice, but they have, just to give you an idea of the list of things that they carry for RVs. That's what they specialize in. Really good company. You're gonna pay a little bit for this stuff, but it's good. All right, I added one more thing here. Take a look at this. You're talking about an over 200-pound item. Free shipping. Can't beat that. Here's some details too that goes along with this. So you can pause and just zoom in on this to see the details of this recliner.